Have you ever gone to bed with a clear list of goals for the day ahead and only to wake up by the end of the day and none of them were done? Or maybe you started the day with great intention and somehow you find yourself doing things that had nothing to do with your goals. Yeah, that used to be me too. And honestly, it happens to almost everyone. But not until I discovered the power of a structured morning routine. But here is what I know to be true. The outcome of your entire day is largely dependent on how you spend the first hour awake. And most people don't know this. But in this video, I'm going to break it all down for you step by step. It all starts the night before. Now, here is where most morning routine video gets it wrong. Everyone talks about waking up early, but almost nobody talks about what happens before you go to bed. Because here is the truth. What you do the night before directly determines the quality of your morning. Every day I wake up at 5 a.m. But at first, it was a struggle. Not until I fixed my nights did my morning start to change. Sleeping early is just as important as waking up early. Here is something not many people talk about. Everyone says don't scroll your phone the moment you wake up. But the same principle applies before you go to bed. Scrolling social media before bed is just as damaging as scrolling social media the moment you wake up. I personally sleep between 10 and 11 p.m. But here is what I recommend. Set a consistent bedtime. Now, science says adults need 7 or more hours to sleep per night for optimal health. But here's the harsh reality nobody tells you. The exact amount of sleep your body needs is personal. Some people are fully restored on 5 hours sleep or 7 or 8 hours sleep. You have to figure that out for yourself. Once you know that, you can move backwards and set your bedtime. Every night before bed, I do 3 things. I read for 30 minutes, usually a productivity book or self-development book. Secondly, I reflect on how the day went and see what I can do better. Thirdly, I do a rough plan of what I want to accomplish the next day, which brings me to the next step of my routine, waking up. The moment that alarm rings, the last thing you want to do is to touch your phone. And I know, it's tempting. You know, the notifications and the urge to check it real quick. But here is why that is so dangerous. It's not a discipline problem. It's psychological. Your brain is literally wired to chase dopamine. And scrolling social media first thing in the morning feeds that craving instantly. Which means for the rest of the day, your brain will keep seeking instant reward, making it nearly impossible for you to focus on deep and meaningful work. Some mornings, my alarm hits 5 a.m. and some part of me just wants to sleep more. But I fight it. I take control of my body and subject it to my will. And trust me, it's not easy, but that's exactly the point. You have to train your body like you would train a muscle. Now, do you have to wake up at 5 a.m.? Absolutely not. For you, it might be 7, 8, or even 9, and that's completely fine. What matters more than the time is the consistency. You don't want to leave your body to wake up anytime, because both oversleeping and undersleeping causes fatigue. Find your optimal wake time and stick to it. Now, the first thing I do when I wake up, I let natural light into my eyes and wash my face with cold water. Think of it like this. Imagine you are about to drive a car, but the windscreen is completely dirty. You can't see clearly and you are driving blind. That's your body, unactivated, unfocused, and still half asleep. Washing your face with cold water and letting natural light into your eyes is how you wipe that windscreen. You're warming your body up after hours of shutdown, which leads perfectly into the next step of my routine, hydration. Now, before you touch any task, drink water. 1 to 2 glasses right away. Think of water as the fuel of your body. A car with no fuel doesn't move, period. Dehydration causes fatigue, brain fog, low motivation, and dullness. And most people wake up already dehydrated because you lose water while you sleep. The moment you drink that water, your system begins to activate. Your body is now ready to perform. And with that momentum, we move to the next step. Make your bed and clean your space. There's a saying, cleanliness is next to godliness, and I believe it. Make your bed every single morning, then clean your space. Your environment directly affects your mental state. A messy space equals a messy mind. You cannot perform at your highest level in chaos. Now, this step takes less than 10 minutes, but the psychological impact it has on your day, it's massive, and it puts you in the perfect mindset for the next part of my routine, morning devotion or meditation. Believe it or not, this is the core pillar of my entire morning. Meditating or spending a quiet time with God. Now, some of you might not agree with this, and that's okay. I'm not here to force anything on you, but I will tell you honestly, it gives me clarity, purpose, and strength. I spend minimum of 30 minutes every morning meditating on the word and praying. If you are just starting and you want to implement this, even 5 or 10 minutes is a powerful place to begin, and then you can gradually scale up. Listen to this carefully. Feed the word before feeding the world, which means before opening Instagram, you want to feed your spirit. And from that place of stillness and purpose, everything else flows. Which brings me to the next step of my routine: exercise. Physical activity in the morning improves your energy, your focus, and your mood. Different people, different workout routine. There is no perfect workout routine here. For me, I do 15 push-ups every morning. And I know what you are thinking right now. That's it? Yeah, that's it. But here's why that works out perfectly for me than a complex 10 minutes workout routine. Consistency. The secret isn't doing something impressive once. The secret is doing something so simple that it's almost impossible not to do. I show up for 15 push-ups every single morning, rain or sunshine, tired or not energized. Now, if you can stay consistent with a 10-minute workout routine, that's totally fine. But if you've been skipping workout because they feel too heavy, then start smaller than you think you need to. Consistency always beats intensity, which leads me to the next part of my routine: writing down your top 3 goals. But here is where most people completely get this wrong. Let me ask you something. What's the difference between being busy and being productive? Because they are not the same. Being busy means filling up your time with activities, while being productive means moving closer to your long-term goals. So here is the exact method I use. Write down every single goal and task you want to accomplish today. Now, imagine you have a magic wand and you have the option to choose only 3 of these goals. Which 3 of those goals will you pick? Now, those are your top priorities for the day. Write them down on a clean sheet of paper and attack those first before doing anything else. That's the difference between ending the day fulfilled and ending the day exhausted and feeling like you did nothing. So there you have it, the exact morning routine that transforms how I show up every single day. Simple, repeatable, and powerful. Now, I want to hear from you. Is there something in your morning routine that has been a game changer? Why not drop it down in the comment below, because I read every single one of them. And if you are a student and you want to learn the technique I use to learn anything faster, make sure you watch this video right here. And if this video adds value to you, make sure to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe for more productivity videos like this every week. I will see you in the next one.